What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel One Man's Walk. I am your host Gamal, back at you with another one. So what do we have for you today? Comes highly requested, Bone Thugs and Harmony, E1999 Eternal. You see the shirt. Let's get to it right after this intro.
Clean your house music. You can clean too.
Welcome back. So like I said, you see what the shirt reads, E1999 Eternal, super classic album, my personal favorite Bone album. You guys requested it. I'm happy you guys requested it. Was happy to do it. We just went over the Art of War double CD. You guys can see that up here, and you guys supported well as well with the verses, with the Bone verse 3-6, and so I appreciate it. That's up here as well for those who want to check it out new to the channel. Let me start off by saying, if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post bell notifications. That way you can stay up to date with everything that we have going on this channel. Obviously you're here for Bone, so we're going to get to it, but we do have some other things behind me as well that you can see. We do get a couple sneaker reviews in there as well and a couple other things, so hopefully you guys will like this, enjoy it. So let's get right to it. So this is definitely one of my favorite albums and definitely my favorite Bone album. I'm going to be doing a 64 greatest rap albums of all time, March Madness style. Look for that in March. I'm working on it now. This album is there. You don't even have to worry about it. This album is there. So let's deep dive. You know what? Let me take that back. We're not going to deep dive. Now, you guys know me. You know I'm on the channel. You know I like to deep dive. I'm not going to front. I love the CD and still don't fully understand everything that they're saying. All these years later. The CD came out in what, 95? All these years later. But you guys seem to enjoy how we did the Art of War, so we're going to kind of do it the same way, okay? So, initial thoughts before we get into the intro. This CD is a continuation of the EP Creeping on a Come Up. What I mean by that, and those who were with me on the Art of War recap that I did, Crossroads, Days of Our Lives sets us up really for what Art of War is, where we got more harmony than we got Bone Thugs. This is more Bone Thugs with a dash of harmony. And so the two songs that really, like, in replaying it again and preparing myself for this recap, you could really tell, like, Buddha Lovers, which is a big record, as well as Crossroads, which was a mega smash record, lean heavily on the harmony portion of Bone Thugs and Harmony. And I do wonder how much influence based upon how big those two records were. Now, Buddha Lovers didn't have it as a single. It wasn't a video shot for it, at least not that I know of. But from people I know, that was a record that people really loved. And so I liked it. I prefer Bud Smokers Only. I'm just saying it off the break. If you're triggered by that, I don't know what to tell you. I personally like Bud Smokers Only better. But we're going to get into it. On this CD as a whole, I want to say out of 17 songs, there's probably only one or two skips. I just think front to back is an amazing CD. But we've done enough talking. You guys know how I feel. The intro sets the tone. The intro lets us know what we're about to get ourselves into. It prepares us for the CD. So let's listen to this intro. Let's see if this carries on what we want it to as we prepare. Now, I know that's just a slowed down version, but when I hear that, it automatically takes me to Redman, There's a Dark Side, Dr. Trevor. Like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Redman. There's a Dark Side is one of my all-time favorite CDs. That'll be on my top 64. I'm telling you right now, There Is a Dark Side is on there. But this sounds like Dr. Trevor. I know it's not, but I'm just saying, it sounded like Dr. Trevor. So we'll speed up a little bit more. It's a lot of talking and then the Dr. Trevor-ish sound to it. So now let's get right to the rap. So that sounds like that actually sounds like that Purple Rain. If you guys are familiar with it's on the Beanie Siegel, the Becoming album. It's with him and Bun B. I want to say that's what that is. That's what it sounds like. I mean, obviously now that's a sample of something as well, but that's what it sounds like. The little guitar lick you can hear in the background. I want to say something real fast while we're here. So I always say Busy has always been the star of Bone to me. He is the standout. He is the Sticky Fingers. I'm trying to think of different groups off the top of my head, but he is the group member that stands out amongst the rest, right? Wish is the quiet one who I think drops really nice 16s, 8s, 4s, gives you a lot of memorable lines. I did hear that we're getting a Wish solo album at some point. I do think I saw Crazy mention that. But with Wish, he's an afterthought, I feel like, for most people, sort of like Flesh is, right? Now, obviously, Flesh is a member of Bone, but I'm considering the 4 main ones and the guys on the shirt. Lazy sounds amazing on all the hard records and is cool on the harmony type of records, but like the hard records fit what he does. And then Crazy is probably extremely versatile. Now, with this CD, I feel like Crazy is really put on the forefront. I don't know if he's put on the forefront because that's what the group intended or that's just what he brought, because I feel like he's a standout on most of these records on here. I still think personally Busy is the standout of the group as a whole. You think of Notorious Thugs, you think of Thug Love, you think of Thuggish Ruggish, you think of all of these different records that they have. I feel like his verse is the verse that people know most, know best. Obviously, he just brings a different type of energy and vibe. But I feel like Crazy on this CD, and going back and listening to it, had a lot of either the hardest verses, the hardest drops, the hardest cadence and flow delivery on the CD. He went nuts. So I just want to say that because that's who we're hearing right now. I do want to say, like, with the intro is cool. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's cool. But when I'm going back and I'm playing the CD, I never actually go to it. I normally start with this. Cause this is hard. I'm telling you, like, records like this, Lazy is made for. Cause he just... I love him. I love him on there. We're going to speed up a little bit because they all get busy on here. What's up with him and his Leatherface thing? They all winning on this. I'm not gonna front. I'm really happy that Apple Music has the lyrics, so I can kind of like follow along with them because I couldn't do it when this came out. But this was super hard. Wish crushed it. Like Wish crushed this record. Like I love his verse. Cleveland is a city where we come from, so run. This one goes so hard. So this next record, Eternal, I'm probably not going to spend a ton of time on it. It's cool. I like it when I hear it, but I don't normally go to it. I love how the beat switches right there. Did you hear that? I like that. When I hear that this record right here, the eeriness of the record, the beat and everything like that, it kind of gives me that feel of what I Ain't Mad at You, the Pac record, I Ain't Mad at You, or the Bone Crossroads, I want to say live show, Source Awards, Vibe Awards, one of those awards. It was well before like a BT Awards was available. So I'm thinking like Source Awards, Vibe Awards, MTV Awards, VH1, so like one of them award shows. But anyway, is when they had the white suits on, the white clouds on the ground as they rap Crossroads. Like when I hear this record and I hear this beat, I just feel like if you were doing a video, that would be the element. So from right here, from Crept and We Came, I want to say Until the Die record, no skips. There are no skips, unless you want to skip the interlude. But that's it. There are no skips going forward from right now. This is why I needed like the Apple Music, because I had no idea what he's saying. And here come Crazy. What's up with this Leatherface thing? He sounds so comfortable on all the records. Like, he just croons over everything. Like, everything that he's on right here, he completely croons over. I love that. This right here is my record, but I'm going to skip it up to the actual Crazy part. Now, this is probably on the CD one of my favorite songs. Why is Wish not on here? So it starts with Busy, then it's Lazy. This is the Down 71 Getaway. When Crazy, when the beat drops out for him to keep going and then it comes back in, because it does it with Lazy too, but it doesn't have the same umph. Like he does it with Lazy when the beat drops out. Unique drops it out for him, but when he drops it out with Crazy here. I don't know how many times I replayed this. I'm gonna keep saying it. On this CD, I mean, they all got busy, right? But I feel like I'm probably gonna be leaning more that Crazy is the standout of the CD. I wanna know how you guys feel about that. When you're listening to the CD, whether it was from nostalgia purposes or back in the day, who did you feel was really getting busy on here the most? Like all four of them are getting busy, right? So we don't have to front and act like no one is not holding their weight. But man, Crazy, I feel like steals the show on a lot of these records. Put in the comments though, I want to know how you guys feel about that. Let me know. One thing I almost forgot to mention, the Down 71, The Getaway, the beat reminds me of something that Boss, the female rapper, would have sung on. If you are on my channel, I'm sure you're already familiar with Boss. 92, 93, she had 2 records, Deeper and Recipe. This kind of feels like Recipe, this beat. You gotta let her. I feel like it feels kind of similar to that. But yeah, so I just wanted to get that in there because I almost forgot it and I did have it in my notes and I was like, that's definitely something I wanted to bring up. All right, let's keep going. This is so smooth right here. So like the piano, the flute, the whistle, like everything about this. Crazy again. That one is super hard. Here go my record. And I don't need to smoke. But I remember when they were doing the verses, I was like, they got to do this record. Like I don't smoke. I'm not into that. But this record right here, just, I love that. Like they each had 8 bars before the hook comes in. That one is nuts. That is absolutely fire. That is absolutely fire. And the video right here, this is the Yeezy 450. It just bounced. So you guys be on the lookout for that. Crossroads, I don't even know if we need to talk about it. The best line obviously is the Uncle Charles that Wish has. That's what I was talking about. Like sometimes Wish just has like a line, just like a super memorable line or rap or whatever. And that's that right there. Cause that is legit. I like that. But besides that, it's busy. Like we don't even have to play that. Like we already know what Crossroads is. We already know what that is. The Me Killer thing right there, we'll probably skip that. Only because it's an interlude, right? Like it has like a couple things, but it's an interlude. Cam redid it. For those who don't know, Cameron Giles redid it on the Ghetto Heaven. I think it's called Ghetto Heaven. I want to say it's Ghetto Heaven. It's the one with the McDonald's character holding a gun, but it's on there, and he redid it. I think he redid this. He redid the Jodeci Can We Talk, and he got another record on there, track 5. Talking about the struggle in the ghetto. That's my favorite record on there, but that's fire. If you don't know that or you're not familiar with that CD, check that out. These are all hard records. So like when we got Art of War, and I said that on the recap, right? When we had Art of War, this is what I thought we were getting. Because I mean, it's the Art of War. Crazy ain't playing. He's not playing. Where's Wish? Where's Wish on this? So like, this is also a favorite of mine. This Land of the Heartless, and I'm like, where is Wish? How was Wish not on here? How was Wish not on the Ghetto? That's crazy. Again, everything has been no skips. So Land of the Heartless and No Shorts, No Losses, I kind of think of like one of two coins. It's not the same beat or anything like that, but I feel like they're eerily similar to me at least. Just the vibe and the feel. This is what the Bone CD is. And this is again what I was thinking we were gonna get when we got Art of War that we didn't. I know I keep bringing it up, but Art of War felt like it was going to be a continuation of this. Where the harmony is more like an undertone as opposed to it being the forefront. This was the first single, was absolutely amazing. When this came out, it was so different than their other stuff, and the vibe of this was just amazing. I don't feel like we need to get into that. You guys are familiar with it. You already know what it is. That record is amazing. I do want to say one extra thing, because those who bought it, my homeboy John, he did have the East, I keep wanting to say East, the E1999 CD, when it was still cassette tape CD before the Crossroads that everyone knows is out. And so he still had it with the original. I believe I have a single of it as well. But man, I'd have to look for it. And I wasn't even about to do that, going to Attic, trying to find it. I think I did have the original version of it because it's a different song. There was an original Crossroads that did sound different. That was the album version. Similar to how Jay-Z with the Reasonable Doubt CD, the version that people got later on, which had 15 tracks with Can I Live Part 2, that's not on the original one that when we originally purchased it, bought it, whatever the case may be, it only had 14 and ended with Regret. So a lot of that type of stuff was happening in the mid 90s. So, but yeah, we can skip first of the month. Not skip it, but you know what I mean. So Buddha Lovers. I don't remember if this is what they were slow dancing to, Paul and Boo, but I can see you slow dancing this, I'm not gonna lie. This is still a good record, don't get me wrong. I prefer Butt Smokers Only, but people love that record. Like, the amount of people I know who are like, nah man, this is a way better record than Butt Smokers Only. And I'd be like, really? You think so? And so it's a rack of people who just believe that this was the better record. And I'm like, what are you going to do? And I think that has a lot of influence on why, and again, I keep saying it, the Art of War is the way it was. Two records that got a lot of love were this record and Crossroads, which relied heavily on the harmony portion of Bone Thugs, you know? Skip the Die record, I never liked it. Even playing it back, didn't like it. And so that's really the end of it for the clean version. So I'm gonna jump in real fast and I'm gonna let the other version slightly play, but you guys know I'm not doing the cursing and stuff. But two of my favorite records, they do not have the clean version for, which sucks. And so that would be Mo Murder, as well as, which they did do at the verses, which you gotta do. There's no way you can't do Mo Murder. But they didn't do Shots to the Double Glock, which I thought was absolutely amazing a record too. So we're gonna do just quick snippets of it and be out of here. I love when it drops in. The instrumental hits you right away. Like, this is legit just really good. But that record right there, Mo Murder, is a favorite of mine. If you ask me what my favorite records on the CD were, it's Mo Murder, Shots to the Double Glock, Down 71, The Getaway, and Bud Smokers Only are my personal favorite records on the CD. So I can't let that rock too much. It's the cursing and whatnot. That is absolutely a fire record. And the CD is always a fire. Again, honestly speaking, I could probably do without the interludes at all, like the little skits or whatever, interlude songs. I don't really care for any of them. The Die record is okay. Introduction, for what it's worth, I love introductions. This one is not the greatest. It's okay. It's not a great representation of just how amazing the CD is, but I think really, because that and Eternal kind of flow in the midst of East 1999, which I do really love. But when you take it from Creppin' We Came Up until No Shorts, No Losses, I don't think there's one skip on there. And it just keeps progressively just gets better and better and better. And then the Die record I could probably do without. And then we jump right back in with the Mo Murder and the Shots. And I'm like, it's a fire CD. Definitely one of the greatest rap CDs ever. Will definitely be on the top 64. Where it falls, you got to tune in and find out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. I appreciate everyone in the comments who just wanted me to do it. I appreciate you guys so much for rocking with me, appreciating the channel, appreciating the content. It means the world to me. And so, as always, again, Happy New Year to everyone. As always, I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed, productive, stress-free day, weekday, weekend, whenever you're listening, however you're listening. I thank you for listening. Till next time.